SAT2 Grammar E-Lecture on Hawkeye. Hawkeye is kind of like it's got mostly stuff we've seen before. Just to reiterate, primarily we're going to play a little bit with the nouns. So, morphology, first declension. Rather straightforward. Notice this chart has the vocative. Notice the only forms that aren't italicized are the ones that are different, second declension, and the singular. Notice that double I, very important. You also see out here the locative. We're going to cover that in this video as well. Locatives used with names of cities, towns, small home and earth. First, second neuter declension. Big things are going to hit you on the SAT2 is P-pain. Nouns that are first declension but are masculine. Secondly, wacky usage of declension, deus. All right. Deus, often D instead of dei. That's okay. Deis, for dis, right? Deum, shortened for deorum. Watch that one. Philia, instead of philia for the ablative, it'd be philiabus. Dea goddess, it'd be deabus. Trust me, SAT2 is big on those little things, and those are easy points to pick up. Third declension nouns, we've covered those. Big things is they're going to ask you to decline wis, weary, strength or force, where you get the word violence. So accusative whim, singular ablative dative we, weir-is, genitive, wearies, wearies, plural accusative, not man, but strength, wearibus, wearium. Be aware of that one, that'll throw you off. Fourth declension nouns. You always have to be aware of the fourth declension noun because you've got this strangeness going on here in the singular ablative and dative. So common fourth declension nouns, and most importantly, fifth declension nouns. So you got to know those fifth declension nouns. Race, rem, re, rei, rei. Only difference there between that third declension is the genitive. Really, that's the only difference. So that's what they'll hit you on. Vocative address phrases, got to be aware of filius. You have to fili, short, long I, marque me, short of meus. All right, now this is important. If you are on the Google slideshow, you have access to all these videos. If you're having trouble on the vocative, something good to look at. Locative place phrases. Now you can use place phrases without the preposition on third declension nouns and the plural nouns. Some Greek city names are in the plural. But most Latin nouns, Roman nouns, of a city, town, small, home, or earth, first, second, or second neuter, will have this thing that looks a lot like the genitive. Be aware, if you have a verb of static verb, it'll use the locative place phrase. Also, domi, humi, on the home, on the earth. Also, ruri, I think, for Rus, the countryside, but that's so unusual. All right, if you need extra times on playing, yeah, it is ruri. If you need extra time playing on the locative place phrase, there's examples. Noun adjective agreement. You need to definitely know your second two termination adjectives or third declension adjectives. The first declensions that change their stem, so therefore they'll stay in okens, in okent. These will be listed in the parentheses. Also, you should be aware of your comparatives, rather, quite, shorter, bolder, rather or quite, those are the bigger ones. Very high, most high, those would be the superlatives. And noun adjective agreement. Some things you need to know. Attributive adjective is when an adjective modifies a noun. Predicate adjective is a term used for when it's a noun, or it's an adjective being used as an equational phrase. So when you join those together, there's some slight rules. The gender always becomes masculine if they're mixed. All right. And if you need a video, there it is on the Google slideshow. Oh, Now let's take a look at Hawkeye equational phrases. Well, we saw was, you are, he is, I am a fruit ninja. We all saw that in the first part, chapter 1. But now you're dealing with passive verbs, factus est, vocatus est, videtur. Those are the common verbs that you'll see here. That'll I am thought to be a fruit ninja. I am created a fruit ninja. Those are the verbs that are common to be used at this level that we're dealing with. All right, and there's a nice little thing on marking out the equational phrase for those who like to do analysis. The supine. The supine is like a variant form of the participle. It's older. It's only lived in two forms now. The accusative, which is seen as almost translated as a infinitive, to do something. Accusative singular, especially common with verbs of going. All right, the supine is used, therefore, and you could use it as like a prospective passive as well, with the future form of present infinitive passive form of ere, which going is an active form, but to be gone, ooh, that's wacky. Now, it also occurs in the long U, literally by the meaning or by the saying, but it's also translated as to. So if you need a little video prep on the supine, it's totally useless. You see it maybe 5 times in Virgil, but it occurs on about every other year. All right, Will, that's everything you need to know in Hawkeye. If that wasn't enough, if you need to do deep dive, focus on those videos found in the Google slide presentation. And as always, aloha and excelsior. Excelsior.